G'day, how are ya? Today I'm going to be editing your photos, the ones that you sent to me on my Instagram story. You know how this works, but if you don't, my name's Liam, I'm a photographer from Melbourne, Australia, and this is one of my series where I ask you to send me your best photos, and then I'm going to do my edits on them, and we just have fun with it, really. We just see what comes out of it. The first photo here is a portrait, and it is really cool. We've got all the bokeh here. It was shot on the 50mm f1.8, which is why there's that nice clean bokeh in this shot. So I think I'm going to start off by just editing the skin tones and just making them a bit less pink. Next up, I'm going to go head over to the tone curve here. I'm just going to bring this little thing up here, this little tab, click on it and just bring it up. Just give the image a nice little fade. And go down to the split toning and make the shadows blue because I like that cold street vibe in my shots. Head over to the color tab here, pump the blues, make them a bit more aqua. And last thing I'm going to do is press Shift M and then just create a vignette around the subject by dragging out and then just bringing the exposure down like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. There's the before and there's the after. This next shot here is insane. Like, I've never even seen something like this in real life. We've got this nice tiny house here, or it could be big, I don't know. I like how the house shows scale and it shows how big this mountain is in the background. So once again, I want to bring out the blues in this photo because you can't really see them, but I know they're there. With these white photos, there's always blues there. So if you go to your blue tab, bring up the saturation, you'll see that it's sort of like purpley, not quite blue. To get that nice blue color, we'll just bring the blue slider a bit more to the aqua. I want to try something as well. If I press M, slide all the way down and then go to the clarity, I'll bring that down, bring a bit of dehaze and make that a bit more blue. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Do I like that? I don't know if I like that. I tried to add a bit of fog there, but yeah, you know what? We'll run with it. I think I like that. I've just thought of a good idea. I'm going to make this photo have a really nice reflection. So if we press Command E, we'll open it up in Photoshop. We press M to get the marquee tool. We'll select from the top here, just to below the house where the water line starts. Press Command J, zoom out a bit, bring that up. We'll duplicate that. Press Command T, we'll flip that around and we'll bring that down and make a fake reflection there. Oh, I forgot to make it straight. One sec. To make it a bit more realistic, we'll give it a bit of a motion blur. I said that so fast, let's get right. We'll go filter, blur, and motion blur. And we'll just, yeah. See, already having a motion blur at 90 degrees with 45 pixels will make that look a bit more realistic, that reflection. We've gone from this image here and then we've ended up with this Photoshop edit. Oh my god. This photo is so sick. I don't even know how you did this. Like, how did you perfectly expose the mountain? Like, how is that mountain exposed? Did you have like a huge light and were you just waving it around? That was a shit joke. I don't know why I thought that'd be funny. I like how you've composed it with the mountains in the bottom and then just covered the rest in the stars, so good work. First up, we'll go down to the blue slider. I do this for all my edits. Go down to the blue. I swear I'm addicted to this bloody aqua tone. We'll go up, bring the luminance up a bit to just bring out those stars. What else? What if we bring the... Nah, we don't want any of that. I want to bring out this part of the image here, make it a bit more brighter. So I can do that by just pressing M, dragging upwards, brightening it, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Maybe even if oh, that looks good. Oh, that's sick. I didn't even expect that. See, half of this is just playing around with it and just moving different sliders. That's how you're gonna get better at editing. So we went from this image here and we've ended up with this one here. We've got the nice grade from the orange to blue and we've helped bring the focus of the image to the center just by using those graduated filters. I would highly recommend you get better at using selective filters. Things like using the brush tool and the graduated filters, like that's really gonna help you excel your photography editing because it can mean that you can edit little tiny bits of the photo without affecting the rest of the image. Anyways, let's move on to the last photo here. This is a street shot and this is awesome. Two things that I really love about this image. First of all, the lighting. I love that shadow that is cast over the building and also the shadow that is created off the subject. And the second thing is here, the subject. I'm gonna really accentuate the shadows and the highlights. I really want to play around with that for this edit. So we'll start off, we'll go to the highlights. Oop, that's the shadows. We'll go to the highlights and just bring them up, even bring the exposure up a bit, bring the contrast up. Now I'm going to go into the split toning and make the shadows blue. I'm going to press Shift M and create a little circle around the subject here. little bubble. Just bring the exposure down, not too much, not like that. That just looks silly, you don't want that. Just bring that down somewhere around here. I think that's pretty good. Actually, I take it back. I want to make the shadows a bit more orange for this photo. Yeah, something like that. Just really help give it that warm vibe. Shows what it would actually be like. Like I'm guessing it may have been cold actually, I don't know. It feels like a warm photo though with that sunlight. Lastly, I'm just going to press M and drag from the left here. Just make that darker. So we went from the original here and we've ended up with this photo here. So that's it for this video. Now I want to hear from you. Do you want me to continue this series? Do you have any other ideas for some new series that I can start? Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you learned a bit more about Lightroom editing. And as always, stay inspired, keep creating, and I will see you in the next one.